Your delay is not your denial. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not coming. C, too many of us look at the time it's taking and start believing the lie that maybe we're not meant for it. Maybe the dream wasn't ours to begin with. But let me tell you something. God don't tease you with dreams. He don't show you the vision just to laugh at you. The reason you feel restless, the reason that thing keeps pulling at your spirit is because it's real. It's meant for you. But here's what most people miss. It's not about if it'll happen. It's about when you're ready for it. That delay you're stuck in. It's training ground. God is preparing you in private for what you asked for in public. If he gave it to you too soon, you'd mess it up. You'd fumble the blessing because your character wasn't strong enough yet. God is a master of timing. He moves in seasons, not seconds. So when it looks like nothing's happening, trust me, everything's happening behind the scenes. The delay is not punishment, it's protection. You're being held back to be built up. Every not yet is making you stronger, sharper, wiser. When it finally shows up, that breakthrough, that opportunity, that answered prayer, it'll come so fast, you'll forget how long you waited. But right now, you've got to hold the line. Keep the faith. Stay ready. Because when God says go, it'll be worth every single second of the wait. You're being prepared, not punished. I know it doesn't always feel that way. I know there are nights when you're sitting in silence, wondering why everything seems to be falling apart, why nothing is going the way you hoped, why it feels like every time you take a step forward, life knocks you 2 steps back. But let me tell you this, you are not being punished. You're being prepared. There is a difference. Punishment is for something you did wrong. Preparation is because something right is coming, and you've got to be ready for it. God isn't trying to hurt you. He's trying to strengthen you. He's building the muscle you'll need to carry the blessing you prayed for. The late nights, the heartbreak, the people walking away, the doors closing, all of that is sharpening you. See, we want the success, the recognition, the big breakthrough, but we don't always want the process. And yet, it's in the process where you become the person who can handle the dream. You don't grow on the mountaintop. You grow in the valley. You grow when things don't make sense, but you keep going anyway. You grow when you're tired, but you don't quit. That's preparation. That's God saying, I haven't forgotten about you. I'm just getting you ready. So the next time it feels like the world's against you, shift your mindset. This isn't punishment. This is training. And when your time comes, you'll be so equipped, so grounded, so full of strength and wisdom that not only will you walk into the blessing, you'll own it. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. You might not see it right now, but that closed door, that betrayal, that failure, it's not the end. It's a pivot. It's a plot twist in your story that's setting you up for something bigger. Sometimes life has to break you down a little so it can build you back stronger. You weren't meant to stay stuck in that failure. You weren't meant to carry that disappointment forever. That job you lost, that opportunity that slipped through your fingers, that relationship that didn't work out, it all had a purpose. And that purpose wasn't to destroy you, it was to redirect you. Because the truth is, you wouldn't be who you are becoming without that pain. God uses broken moments to build unshakable faith. He uses loss to teach you how to value what truly matters. And he uses your lowest points to lift you to your highest calling. A comeback doesn't just happen. It's forged in the fire of your setbacks. It's born when you decide that your story isn't over, even if the world says it is. You've got to stop treating the storm like it's the end and start recognizing it as part of the process. The bounce back starts the moment you believe that your current situation is not your final destination. And when you come back, and you will, you'll come back wiser, stronger, more focused. You'll come back with a testimony, with a fire that can't be put out. So don't run from the setback. Learn from it. Rise from it. Because what's waiting for you on the other side is greater than anything you left behind. Faith without movement is just a wish. You can pray all day. You can speak life over your situation. You can believe with your whole heart. But if you're not willing to move your feet, nothing changes. Faith is not passive. It's not just sitting around waiting for God to drop the answer in your lap. Faith is action. Faith is saying, God, I trust you, and then getting up and doing your part. It's applying for that job, even when you've been rejected before. It's starting that project even when you're scared. It's showing up every day, even when the results aren't there yet. God honors movement. He blesses effort. You don't have to have it all figured out, but you do have to take the first step. Too many people are waiting on a sign, but the truth is, the sign is your desire. That fire inside you that won't let you quit. That's divine direction. Faith is not about knowing every step. It's about trusting that if you take the step in front of you, the next one will show up when it's time. So don't just sit there hoping your life will change. Move, push, work, fight for what you believe in. Trust God, but don't forget, He gave you hands, a voice, a mind, and a dream for a reason. Use them. He will guide you, but you've got to be in motion. Because miracles don't chase people standing still. They show up for the ones who dare to walk even when they can't see the finish line. Doors are closing to make you walk through the right one. I know it hurts when things don't work out the way you planned. That job you thought was perfect gone. That relationship you gave your all to ended. That opportunity you were so sure about slipped away. And in that moment, it feels like rejection. It feels like the universe is working against you. But what if I told you that every door that closed was divine redirection? See, sometimes we're so focused on forcing a door open that we don't realize God has already prepared a better one right around the corner. The problem is we get attached to our plan. We think we know what's best for us, but God sees what we can't. He sees what's ahead. He sees the heartbreak that job would have brought, the limits that relationship would have put on your growth, the pain hidden behind what looked like a blessing. So He closes the door, not because He's cruel, but because He loves you enough to protect you from what you can't see. You have to stop looking at closed doors as losses and start seeing them as upgrades. Just because it looked good doesn't mean it was good for you. You've got to trust that when something falls apart, it's making space for something better to fall together. And when that right door opens, the one that fits your spirit, your gifts, your purpose, you'll realize why all the others had to stay shut. So don't stand in front of a locked door crying over it. Walk away with your head high. Trust that if it was meant for you, nothing could have stopped it. And if it wasn't, something greater is on the way. The journey is teaching you what the blessing can't. Everybody wants the blessing. We pray for it. We dream about it. We chase it with everything we've got. But the truth is, The blessing alone won't make you ready. It can't build your character. It can't teach you patience. It can't show you how to handle pressure. That only happens in the journey. That's where the real growth takes place. The hard days, the lonely nights, the moments when you feel forgotten, those are your teachers. That's where humility is born, where discipline is shaped, where your mindset gets strong. You don't become wise when everything's going right. You become wise when everything goes wrong, and you still choose to move forward. The blessing is beautiful, yes, but it's the process that gives you the foundation to hold it. Without the lessons from the journey, you might fumble the very thing you prayed for. The success will come, the breakthrough will arrive, but if you haven't gone through the valley, if you haven't been tested, you won't appreciate the mountaintop when you get there. It's in the journey that you learn how to trust God when you don't see the way. It's in the journey that you discover what you're really made of. You learn resilience, patience, gratitude. You realize that you're stronger than you thought, and that your faith can't be shaken by every storm. And when the blessing finally shows up, you'll look back and understand that the process wasn't punishment, it was preparation. The journey wasn't delaying you, it was developing you. So don't rush through it, embrace it. Because what it's building in you will last longer than anything you receive at the end. You haven't seen the best part yet. I don't care how many times you've been knocked down, how many people doubted you, or how long you've been stuck in that same place. Your story isn't finished. Just because it's been hard doesn't mean it's over. Just because it's been quiet doesn't mean nothing is happening. You're still here, still breathing, and that means God is still working. He doesn't write stories that end in defeat. He writes comebacks, turnarounds, breakthroughs. The chapter you're right now might feel dark. It might be filled with confusion, pain, or even silence, but the page is about to turn. And when it does, you'll see why you had to go through everything you did. Nothing is wasted. Not the tears, not the heartbreak, not the years that felt like they were going nowhere. It was all leading somewhere. See, the best part of your life isn't behind you. It's ahead of you. You just haven't lived it yet. The dreams you thought were too big, they're still possible. The doors you thought were closed for good, they're not locked. They're just waiting for the right moment. So don't settle. Don't stop. Don't believe the lie that your best days are behind you. Keep moving, keep praying, keep growing, because the most powerful parts of your story are the ones still unwritten. And when it unfolds, when you finally step into the purpose that's been waiting for you, you'll realize that the wait was worth it. The pain had a purpose. And the best part, it's on the way.